Normally, I begin these hearings by thanking my Republican colleagues for holding a hearing, inviting witnesses to testify on important issues before the Congress, but, that's not appropriate today. The Republican majority closed down the federal government in a vain attempt to repeal or delay the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, as they call it. Well, we're 15 days into a Republican-initiated government shutdown, and now the Republicans want to investigate why the national parks are shut down. Our nation is already threatened with a credit downgrade. Close to the point of the Republicans have linked their shutdown now to the debt limit and could trigger the first default in our nation's history. And here we are holding a hearing on why the Republican government shutdown led to a shutdown of our national parks. Instead of trying to prevent economic hardship, potential financial catastrophe, we're having a hearing that is at best nonsensical. I'm going to spend my time talking about how this Seinfeld shutdown, or the shutdown about nothing, has kept hunters out of refuges, crabbers out of the fishing season, loggers off our timberlands, and citizens out of our national parks. When you decided to shut down the government over 2 weeks ago, did you forget the national park system, which includes memorials, is part of the federal government? No, you knew that, but you apparently forgot the economic impact our iconic parks have in gateway communities, and you forgot that the American people value their public lands and the solemn tribute of the World War II and other war memorials. The title of this so-called hearing is laughable. As difficult as possible, the National Park Service's implementation of the government shutdown. If you want to spend your time here dissecting individual decisions about what monuments are open, which are closed, let me save you some time. Our national park system is surprisingly part of our national government, which you shut down, and I'm going to demonstrate, if the Republican side would look at me, I will show you who's responsible. Right here. Here you are. Who's responsible for shutting down the national parks and memorials. Guess what? The Republican-caused government shutdowns irresponsible, cause incredible economic hardships for the public servants you have put out of work. And yes, it's painful. It's painful for every single American. And that's why we don't shut the government down on a year-to-year basis. This hearing is a sideshow. It's political theater.